Meanwhile, Malaysia's export sector is showing early signs of strain ahead of the 25% US tariff set to take effect on August 1st. Manufacturers are seeing dwindling orders as buyers are hesitating amid the ongoing uncertainty. The Trade Ministry is pushing ahead with negotiations, but analysts warn that Malaysia must prepare for both short and long-term effects of the trade war. CNA's Afifah Ariffin reports.
Malaysia's export industries are bracing for more turbulence after the United States raised tariffs to 25%, up from 24% earlier this year. The added cost may be marginal on paper, but manufacturers say the real damage is in the uncertainty. They say that without clear direction, buyers are hesitating and orders are already shrinking. Some manufacturers worry orders may even be rerouted to regional peers such as Vietnam or the Philippines.
It's important for the manufacturers to see clarity in the way forward to make our investment decision or even our production planning. And on the other side, the US customer are also adopting a wait and see. Will there be a flip-flop? Will there be a postponement? So they are also not giving us bulk orders like before.
Malaysia's Trade Minister Tengku Zafrul Aziz says negotiations are being accelerated as the 1st August deadline looms. These talks follow a meeting between Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and US Secretary of State Marco Rubio on the sidelines of the ASEAN Regional Forum in Kuala Lumpur last week. While Mr. Zafrul says he remains optimistic a win-win deal can be struck, he adds that Malaysia will not cave in on issues tied to national interests.
Well, the terms negotiations are, there are no new terms, but of course there are concerns on non-tariff issues. We've addressed one of that through the Strategic Trade Act, where we have now put one item in the list. But on issues where we cannot move, which is a red line, again, if you are in a country, a sovereign country, and for strategic interests, you're willing to do that, right? So we need to study that carefully. What's the impact?
Analysts say Malaysia must move on two tracks: mitigating short-term shocks and rethinking its long-term trade game.
This is where you have to double down efforts, not just on the trade and finance and economic track, but also on the diplomatic track. What is important is, in the short term, is the assistance that the government can give to the exporters who are managing this suddenly 25% export tariff. So there will be margin pressures on these businesses.
Analysts also stress the need for trade diversification in both sectors and export markets as part of Malaysia's long-term resilience strategy. While the country's macroeconomic forecasts remain strong, a 25% tariff could weigh on growth and profitability. With billions in trade on the line, Malaysia faces a critical test as it tries to shield its economy while standing firm on national interests. The next few weeks could define how far diplomacy can go in an increasingly protectionist world. Afifah Ariffin, CNA, Kuala Lumpur.